what's up guys, it's the Mr. Titus, or Titus FPS, and today I'm going to be showing you how I quote-unquote aimbot or flick shoot. And this is really important for Battlefield multiplayer games. This is how I get called out or get called hackers all the time, even though I'm not really doing anything. I'm just simply playing the game, doing good. And really, you can come into Battlefield 4 test range, and it does kind of transfer over to Battlefield 1, but the sensitivity in Battlefield 1 is a bit higher. So if you're playing in, I have a 31 sensitivity at 1700 DPI, and that in Battlefield 1 probably transfers over to about a 26 sensitivity, so you're going to want to lower it a bit depending on your DPI. And so yeah, you're going to want to just come into test range and just place a little box down, and then just crouch. Yeah, and then just go from target to target. And doing so will really improve your aim on flicking from this guy to that guy, or that guy to that guy. And you're not just going to want to sit in one spot the whole time, because if you do, you're only really practicing your aim from here to here, or from there to like here. So you don't really want to practice just in one spot, because an enemy may not be exactly that distance away. He could be shooting here and the enemy could be here, or he could be shooting here and the enemy could be here. So you really kind of want to move around. And practice on some of the different targets. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the 180s. The 180 shot really practices on turning on people. Say you're getting shot in the back and you realize somebody's shooting at you. You want to crouch and 180 and shoot at him as fast as you can. Doing so will really surprise your opponent, and they won't expect you to just turn around like that and start shooting. But if you have sloppy 180s, you're not really, you're going to have to turn around and find the guy. Also, if you get close and the 180 each time you kill somebody or one of these little targets, it really does help, because it focuses on your 180 turns. So you run up to a target, like this, run up to a target, 180, and shoot. I actually missed there. 180, shoot. And it really practices on your 180 and also kind of like your flick shots. Assault is actually one of the ones I'd practice the most, because it seems like everybody does use the assault and use the assault rifles. With the SCAR, you're really going to aim for those headshots, because look how fast it just downs your enemy. So you get your headshot flicks down, and it's over. See? Now we're going to go ahead and switch to Battlefield 1 and show you how I practice on Battlefield 1. So here we are in Battlefield 1. And I loaded up Suez because Battlefield 1 doesn't have its own test range, and I don't know if they're going to add in a test range. I hope they do. But for now, Suez will work, because Suez has these clay houses, and it has all these windows and doors and things, and they're really good spots to flick to, as you can tell. You can sit here and practice your aim in Suez just like this, and you want to make sure that you don't stand there and aim at the same targets all the time, because you'll just be learning the distance between these targets. So you kind of want to make sure that you move around and you kind of aim at different targets as well. You kind of turn around, because if you're just sitting there aiming at the same targets over and over again, then you're just learning the distance between these two targets. So you want to make sure you kind of move around the map and check out the targets. For example, I'll set that barrel, that window, and that barrel. So we'll go this barrel, window, barrel, window. And you can start to do it pretty fast the more you learn it. and then you do those targets for a while, maybe like a minute or so, and then you move on to another set of targets. Just to really get your aim down. So yeah, guys, that's about it. That's how I quote-unquote aimbot on Battlefield 1. That's how I get called out all the time, is because I just tend to practice my aim lots and lots of times. And you know, in Battlefield 4, I would do 45 minutes to an hour of test range every day, and it really helped out and really paid off. So if you guys really just want to kick some ass in the Battlefield, I can highly recommend just staying in a server, staying in, you know, a solo server, and just practicing your aim for at least 45 minutes a day.